Ah, yabona ke angisazi ngamanye.
Okay, can we start? Please. Okay. No, thanks, members of the media. I know that we are briefing you for the second time today. With me here is our NEC convener of deployees, Comrade Joe Maswanganyi, and the Provincial Secretary of Gauteng, Comrade Jacob Lehana Khawe. Comrades, we did indicate earlier, members of the media, because the last time I called you comrades, I was almost butchered. Members of the media, we did meet earlier and received the court papers that the provincial chair had spoken to yourselves about. The ANC is going to be responding to those. We had spoken to the Treasurer General already. He had indicated that a legal team has been working on responding. So they have served us with the papers, and we are going to make sure that we respond accordingly and put a version of the ANC. Before I hand over to the Provincial Secretary, just again to confirm that the conference is proceeding. Delegates are going back to plenary to receive the organizational reports, adopt credentials, the Treasurer's report, and then also move on to nominate provincial officials and do the rest of the business of conference. We had said that this conference, when it concludes, it will have done everything else that it was convened to do. We know that the delay might be sending mixed messages out there, but this delay were really about us making sure that we are clinical. Everything else we do, we make sure that it's up to scratch. PS, over to you.
Thank you and good afternoon. So we can confirm that we received the papers, but also we wanted to understand the people behind the papers, and we had a short meeting with the comrades who are taking us to court, and we wanted just to understand their view and their expectation, but also we're communicating the PEC decision to them because they did say that some received my letter, some they said they saw me on TV. So we use this as an opportunity to brief the branch, and they equally discovered that actually they're supposed to be registering and enter the conference. So as we speak, they are that side in the administration. They are being registered. They will come and participate in the conference according to the PEC decision. Just to reaffirm our decision is that these comrades will participate like all delegates in the conference. They will vote like all delegates in the conference. However, their votes will be quarantined. It's 14 delegates all in all, and they are registering to participate. As it relates to the court matter, we are defending the case, and the rest we leave it there. Conference, it's reconvening. Comrade Pule has spoken about the delays, necessary delay that the steering committee, where we sit with Comrade Joe, had to clear up everything on the credentials. Because you know, credentials have a potential. If you don't present clean credentials, you may spoil your own conference. And our attitude is that we shouldn't go with a report that we know that it has problems. That's not leadership. Leadership you can delay as long as you know that that delay should produce quality report, and that quality report should help the conference to finish its business. So at 6:30 we will be listening to the court case, and we will take it from there. Thank you.
Will the court case, Mr. Lehana Khawe, be virtual, or your lawyers are physically going to the South Gauteng High Court?
Physically going to the High Court.
Why did it take so long to finally finalize this issue of the quarantine votes? Because you knew from the Ekurhuleni Regional Conference, when there was no clear outcome because of these quarantine votes, that it would have an impact on this specific regional conference, and the question was posed to you that there is a looming court bid to interdict this provincial conference. Were you just dragging your feet, or were you just finding a political solution, just like we did in Ekurhuleni?
We didn't take long. We said the matter was with national. National officials established a process, and that process ended up with the NEC meeting that resolved to bring the matter in Gauteng. So when you deal with a matter like this, you don't rush. You need details, you need information, and at some point you need to even interview some people. So the task team was busy with that, but the decision of the NEC was the matter must come back to Gauteng. And this decision was taken on Thursday evening or Friday morning, and the PEC had to deal with this matter on Friday, and we have a decision. So it took us 1 day as a PEC to look at this matter. The decision, therefore, is that this matter requires the PEC to find a better process of dealing with the matter.
Okay, yes,
Thank you so much, TD from Eyewitness News. Jacob, just help me understand this. Has the outgoing PEC rationalized or wrapped its head around the fact that in the plenary, there's a possibility that the delegates at conference, because that's the highest decision-making body, will call for a different outcome regarding those votes? That in there, they'll sit there and possibly say, actually, open these votes up. Have you factored that in as a PEC? That while you've reached this conclusion, the highest decision-making body is sitting and can decide otherwise. Was that something you've deliberated over? And what will be the response in that regard towards that?
No, you have helped me
No, I haven't.
to
So
prepare, so it's information useful.
have I helped you to
You
prepare
have
only
helped
now?
me. You have helped us to prepare. No. The conference is the highest decision-making body. It will take a decision when it adopts the credentials. So that's the decision of the conference, and we will abide by the conference decision.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're fine.
Okay, let's go to court.
Okay, yeah, let's go to court.
Mr.